there is a secret decision in the game. In just one click of a button, we can get unlimited manpower. That's right, in just one click of a button, I've got 650k manpower. And this interaction can be repeated multiple times, granting you an infinite amount of manpower. All I had to do is to replace as many couches as I can with Castilian. In this video, I will show you a secret way to get infinite amount of manpower by erasing cultures. We start as Castile because it's almost perfect for this run, and let's just start with classic Castile moves. Let's grant some privileges, seize land, some arrivals. I won't travel Burgundy, I will try to improve with it actually. Can try. Soon we'll get the Infantes of Aragon disaster, which is fine. No issues here. Let's just wait for it. Alright, I don't know what the hell was this, but Burgundy already stopped rivaling us. I really can't explain this. Kinda funny. Anyway, let's ally Burgundy. Can we ally Austria? I think we can. Can ally Aragon too? That's just perfect. Alright, here we go. I just deal with Infantes. It'll be pretty easy. And what I just need to do is actually pretty simple, and it's actually pretty funny. I just need to lose against pretenders. Not against nobles, against pretenders. So I'll just ask access from Aragon, and I'm going to hide. I'll let pretenders win. To let rebels win easily, we just need to click this button, Sortie from Siege. This will prompt our garrison to come out, lose immediately, and they will siege down our fort in 1 month, which is just perfect. So quite literally, I'm just going to spawn the pretender rebels, and eventually they will win. They almost won already. Yeah, here we go. And yep, here we go. Our nation has collapsed. We've got a new ruler. Not the best one, but it will do. We just need to buy 1 stability right now. So, but wait. What happened? So pretender rebels enforced their demands, which basically removed all rebels from our country, boosted our stability to 0, and gave us new monarch. That's enough to stop disaster. Yes, that's pretty much it. Just let pretender rebels win. Now if we wait a little, we'll get some legitimacy, some crown land, and we can finish this mission and upgrade our ruler. Now he's pretty good actually. He's not great, but he's good. We also got Restoration of Union against Aragon, but I'll try to get the Iberian wedding. Alright, so now what we can do is we can actually just create some light ships, whatever, and declare on Granda. Also, I think we just got some free armies from pretender rebels. They switched their sides and became our armies. It's pretty cool. Alright, here we go. Build some light ships so we can finish Prepare Conquista, and we'll be able to conquer Granda. Our truce has already ended. Let's go. I mean, it should be pretty easy. Should be pretty straightforward. Let's take a look if we can get some good admiral. I mean, he's fine. Let's also get admiral from Burgers. Burgers Naval School rights. Awesome, let's check it out. Here we go. Okay, that's better, I think. Alright, that's off topic, but EU4 estates seem so simple, like after EU5, it's kind of insane. Like, there is literally 0 brain power involved in dealing with estates. Also, let's disinherit this heir, he's pretty bad. Alright, we're winning against Granada, pretty good. So, in this game, most likely we'll just focus on Africa first and foremost. So that's why I made Morocco co-belligerent. I'm going to try to take some provinces from it. Wait, what the hell is Granada doing? Alright, that was completely unexpected. I swear I thought their troops were wiped out. I don't know how this happened. Let's wipe them out right now. Alright, now that's a good heir. Alright, so Morocco siege down Tangier, but take a look here. There will be a little trick. Let's order naval barrage, assault, and because it was only siege down like right now, last month, they don't have a garrison, so we can just easily take it over. Awesome. Once I kind of hate sieging down Morocco because it's a pain. It's a real pain. There are a lot of mountain forts that even prevent me from moving in. Alright, Aztec wiped Morocco, which is just perfect. Let's see if I can already peace out. Not yet, but almost. Alright, here we go. So I'll take some coastline and gold mine in Tefelt. And we can peace out Granada most likely. Yes, we can. Perfect. Let's maybe cancel course and reduce war exhaustion. Alright, here we go. We can reclaim Andalusia. Let's convert it to Catholic. So in this one we're going to become religious, like really religious. Here we go. That's why I took gold mine, gold found in Tefelt. That was my goal. Now I just need to core it and we'll be able to get a lot of cash. Speaking about cash, let's develop our gold mine in La Manche. Let's take a look at our economy. It's fine, it's fine. Finally, Isabella of Castile, that's just perfect. Let's do it, let's go. I'm pretty lucky. I will abdicate our ruler as soon as I can. So I actually want to try to get into Western Africa through Morocco. I'm not sure if it will work, but we can try. Alright, let's cartel noble privileges a little, just so we can manage nobles. And once again, oh my god, it's difficult to deal with EU4 estates after EU5. It's just basically a collection of buttons, it's really simple. And look at the poor Denmark, oh my god, it's absolutely destroyed. I think what I'll do is I'll get some bargain loans and I'll buy a flagship. That's right. Heavy ship, trade power per ship in fleet, some flagship cannons, and engagement with. That's just perfect. Wait. Byzantium became Latin Empire. Oh my god. Crusade against Ottomans. Let's go, baby. Hell yeah. Who's helping out Byzantium? Let's take a look. I can't really see. Austria, Papal State. I think that's pretty much it. I will make some trade companies in Morocco. Although, actually, maybe I'm not sure even if I should. Can we culture convert trade companies? Actually, no, not really. So maybe I shouldn't create trade companies. I don't know. I will probably build Spencer in Lemson so I can conquer it. And the field is almost good. That means we would be able to develop it a little. And I need to do the same with Lamanche. I need 10 production right here. Alright, let's state the fill out finally. Awesome. One more gold mine. And I need to lower autonomy. Perfect. Oh my god, 30 ducats. So we already can hire some advisors actually. Let's even do it. Awesome. I think I'll stop creating trade companies, because we need to convert the provinces first and only then add them to trade companies. My goal is to culture convert as much as I can. By the way, look at our trade power in Sevilla. Once I protect trade, it jumps like by 15%. Look at this. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright, here we go. We almost got the first OT group, and I think I will be able to abdicate our ruler soon. Yes, I will. Alright, that's not that easy. We need to wait 3 more years, because the ruler must rule at least for 20 years. Anyway, that's fine. That's fine. Let's go declare on Tlemcen. Also, why the hell did Aragon take these provinces? Anyway, let's declare on Tlemcen. This should be pretty easy. Alright, so Tlemcen is going okay. I think we should focus on admin power, by the way. Alright, let's stack wipe Tlemcen. Here we go. Perfect. Goodbye, Sas. Goodbye, Jared. And goodbye, Tlemcen. Well, shouldn't be too bad. Awesome. And most likely I'll just raise autonomy here in those prices because it's a pain. So last cycle, can we already get Isabella? Yes, we can. Let's do it. So now we should get the Iberian wedding pretty soon. Alright, so there is a chance we will get Castilian Civil War, which is fine. It's fine. Alright, here we go. Iberian wedding. I just take this, and we got Aragon. That's pretty good. Maybe it will help me against rebels, I hope. Let's finish up claims in Aragon. I'll get casus belli on Portugal and Naples. I'll also ask Burgundy to prepare for war. About Austria. No, okay, Austria won't help us, but Burgundy will. That's fine. I just declare. Restore union on Portugal. We also somehow can reign in France. I think that's because we are allied with Burgundy. And Burgundy will become our historical friend. Most likely it will become our PU anyway, so... Portugal is just killing our rebels. Win-win for me. I conserve my manpower, and they become weaker. Let's get justified war for my 10% aggressive expansion. Alright, first idea group actually might be worth to take expansion ideas just for the first idea, quickly explore West Africa, and then we just go back to religious ideas. That's the plan, I think. We just need to explore West Africa. Here we go, it was pretty fast and pretty easy. End of the Castilian Civil War. Alright, let's go and try to get England out of the war. We can embrace Renaissance themes, let's do it. Here we go, goodbye England. And Portugal is done for. Here's what I'll take, Portugal as PU and whole Africa as our provinces. Perfect. Let's see for how long we have Restoration of Union on Naples. 1496, so we have some time. And next country form, it will be very unusual, but we'll take centralized monarchical bureaucracy for minus 10% conversion cost. And we can even continue Reconquista for plus 2% missionary strength. Just perfect. Let's start converting finally. Oh, and by the way, it seems calling a crusade against Ottomans didn't help Byzantium. It's no more, it's gone. And by the way, yes, we must improve with Portugal so it doesn't break away once Isabel dies. Oh, okay, that was the first time I recorded Burgundian inherited on camera. Like, look at this, it's perfect. I just opened Burgundy and it suddenly became a PU, it's insane. So there is a very good chance Austria will declare on us, so we must find some good allies like Poland, Sweden, Venice. Awesome. And we should get, by the way, from Duchess. Here we go. Let's also quickly declare on Tunis. Ideally I want the whole West Africa. That's correct. Okay, so actually somehow can get a restoration of union on Austria, and I mean, why not? Why not? So actually that's why we're playing as Castile. It's pretty strong, and it's perfect to get into West Africa. Let's get restoration of union on Austria while I can. And by the way, don't really need stability, we can get something like inflation reduction, construction cost, build something maybe, not really. Alright, so first, ID group we're going to get colonist, which is perfect for me, because we would be able to get explorer, that's correct. We just need to grant new vote charters, and just need some loyalty for burghers, which might be difficult. Alright, Austria will declare war on us, that's fine, that's completely fine. As usual, Austria can't do anything to us, so let's just fight peace. I would then PU it, and let's get native coexistence policy. Or actually, alright, I'm a bit stupid, I should have taken native repression, because we will culture convert a lot. But anyway, that's fine. If you destroy all natives, the province will become of your culture. Alright, let's conquer Tafilelt, and I kind of want to colonize this province right here. I'm not sure if I'll be successful, but we can try. I need to somehow discover it. For this I need a conquistador. And burghers asked us to build some ships, of course I will oblige. Alright, here we go, burghers are loyal, we can grant new charter, no? What do you mean we can only do it like once in the years? Yeah, yes, because the cooldown is shared with Grand Admiralship. I see. Oh, that's a bit of an issue. I need Explorer. Alright, Marrakesh is ours. And after Marrakesh. And Tunis is ours too. Let's conquer. Awesome. So we already have all Maghreb, good. Now I need West Africa. Alright, we can colonize this province, which is good. But I still need to uncover Timbuktu. Alrighty, truce with Austria has expired. You know what this means. You know what this means. Sorry, Austria. Oh, no one will even support us except Venice. What about Poland? Let's see. Can I reduce opinion of Austria maybe? I can't. Alright, let's go. Go on Venice. What about now? Maybe we can reduce opinion of Austria right now. Yep. Alright. Let's just deal with Austria alone. We should be able to. Here we go. Vienna is siege town. Perfect. Here we go. Let's peace out. Don't worry about coalition. Not a big deal at all. But we got union with Austria. Alright, we finally can grant new world charters, which I will do. And I need some ships. Just like 3 of them. And let's explore West Africa. And most likely I'll just buy maps from West African nations. Alright, we can actually finish Plus Ultra. Will I finish Plus Ultra? Maybe not actually, maybe not. I don't need colonial range right now. Alright, so let's take influence and DS, but I will also get religious ones. We need influence and religious. Alright, let's buy maps from Cabo. Just need request to share maps. Sahel. No. Alright, we need to improve a little. And I need to break some alliances because we have too many relations. And improve with Austria, by the way, ASAP. Reminder that we have only around 8 years to conquer Naples, which I must do. Alright, let's get map of Sahel. And we should already see some Mossi guys right here. Yeah, here we go. We need to conquer those provinces. Somehow we discovered New World. No, really. How the hell did we discover New World? Okay, that's pretty cool. I did it accidentally. Anyway, let's go and let's also get maps of Niger. Because necessary maps. Okay, here we go. Seems like very easy to conquer land. I will try. Just need some claims right here. So we actually can get a conquistador, but it's already a little bit too late. Let's just get explorer. And let's fabricate claim on Timbuktu. And we should be even able to declare. Our priority is, I guess, Naples. By the way, just fun fact about EU5, because I can't shut up about it. Cannons in EU5 are unlocked much earlier. Like almost at the start of the game. They're just pretty bad. Oh, logically. Alright, let's restore some union. Although... Wait, why does Papal State have truce with Naples? Anyway, that's fine. Let's go. Alright, so I will let you on a little secret. I'm pretty sure it must have been obvious from intro, but I'm going to form a Mossi tribe. And once you form a Mossi, you get very bad mission tree, so I'm just trying to finish up Spanish one. And right now I do need to improve with HRE guys, because otherwise I will get very bad collision. Let's take a look more closely. Well, it's not really terrible, but it's pretty bad. By the way, let's start on era, because why not? We need to blob. Alright, let's peace out friends. I will take some cash, some war reparations, some provinces even. Why did I take 2 provinces? That's so I can release Gascony and Toulouse. That's right. And also we finished colonization of this province. Now I can get rid of expansion ideas and replace them with religious. Alright, finally +3 missionary strength. Just what I need. Let's take it and let's see if it will work. Yeah, I think it works well. We can convert almost any province. Alright, Naples is ours too, that is perfect. And now most likely would need to break some alliances because I would need to release 2 more nations. That's correct. I think I would break alliance Sweden, probably. Papal State maybe. And I would release Toulouse and Gascony. I actually kind of want to integrate Burgundy while we can. I think we only have like 20 years or so, so maybe let's wait for the horse event first. We need as much development as we can get. By the way, we can get a descent onto Italy, pretty cool. Obviously I won't conquer anything right now, because that would be a bit extreme, but anyway. So actually I want those pools because I want to conquer all West Africa as well. Also, by the way, interesting fact, I'm not sure if it's just my perception, but I think armies in the EU5 move much faster. Well, depends, I haven't played in Maghreb, but at least in Europe they do. I think it depends on the roads. Anyway. My favorite event, let's get 10 unrest in all provinces. Perfect. Alright, here we go, finally Duchess of Burgundy dies. I would most likely need to move my capital to Low Countries. See the HRE map. We can move our capital to Flanders or Picardy. No, Picardy is France, so Flanders. Alright, we can get one more government reform. Our diplomat is always useful. Alright, let's just move our capital to Low Countries. I would move my trade capital back to Sevilla. Alright, so the goal is on Timbuktu. Our first goal is to get Mamluks out of the war. Should be pretty easy. I think they're a little bit backwards. They should be. Miltech 8, Miltech 9, yes they are. But they might have better generals. They might. Alright, actually Mamluks humiliated me a little. They almost killed my stack. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. But I'm not giving up. So maybe I won't be able to conquer a lot from them this war. But I need to at least take some ducats or something. Alright, just acquired some Mamluks. Just acquired some Yemen. No? Alright. Alright, stack wipe. And that's also stack wipe. Oh, not stack wipe, but pretty good win. Come on Aragon, come on Austria. Naples, Portugal, do your work. We actually can even take something from Mamluks. By the way, we've got 3 colonists from our ideas, which is why I removed expansion. We still can colonize. And we get those wool. A little bit late, but whatever. I'll be able to use it to conquer Africa. Oh no, Atomos took Mamluks too. Okay, the Mamluks, I'm sorry, that's it. That's it, Mamluks, you're done. You're absolutely done. Right, actually, let's take some provinces from Mamluks even. And they will stop being Defender of Faith, because they lost the war. Perfect. Now for Timbuktu. And Timbuktu gave up, finally. Let's just peace out. Awesome. We are entering North Africa. That's just what I wanted. I also don't think I need that much of forts. Let's just delete some of them. Yeah, okay, that should be enough. And by the way, let's get this idea, minus 15% culture cohesion cost. So let's take a look at our culture cohesion cost right now. It's at minus 50%. I will also grant one more privilege called religious culture. That's already minus 60% of culture cohesion cost. It doesn't show it here, but it applies. Here we go, minus 60%. Alright, so let's start culture cohesion. So yeah, that's essentially pretty much the fastest way to stack culture conversion cost. It's pretty easy. And yes, I will culture convert to Castilian. Yes, we will switch to Mossi. I know this, but there is one trick about Mossi, and that you don't have to be Mossi. You can be Castilian. By the way, if you are going already full ethnic cleansing, we can get also enforcement of faith for additional minority suppression power. And by the way, yes, in EU5, suppressing minorities is more fun. Can't wait until I can record EU5. Alrighty, I think let's... You know what? Let's go to conference, really. Oh, screw it. Just screw it. We can afford this. I just want to reconquer some stuff. Wait. Why does Hungary have Italian provinces? A little bit insane. Anyway, right. Whatever. Have fun, Hungary. Alright, Hungary is done for, and, well, only France is left. I think I can already disengage. My vessel should be able to handle this. Alright, here we go. Let's peace out France. I'll also take one province here so we can connect our lands. Just perfect. And I'll next Toulouse. Alrighty then. Time to go on crusades. Let's go. It should be relatively easy, they're quite primitive. By the way, I only just discovered that Mali is no more. We're Mali. Stack wipe one, guys. We'll stack wipe this. What the hell? Alright, that's interesting. Mali rebels enforced their demands. Finally, my vessels already came to Africa. That should be quick now. Let's full annex Jollof. Here we go. And I will remove forts here because they will be quite useless. What about Fulo? Can I full annex Fulo? Not yet, but soon. So somehow the rebels conquered the points again and it flipped back to Fulo. Alright, that's our EU4 for you. That's actually kind of funny, you know, like just imagine living in this province. You know, now you're in Mali, now you're in Fulo, now you're Mali, now you're Fulo, and after this war it will be in Spain. Alrighty. Next tier group is going to be administrative, most likely. Actually no, actual quantity. Let's go. You will see why. Alright, let's conquer Fulo too. Alright, so we've got Fulo again. This time it's a new Fulo, which is pretty fun. Maybe let's call Holy War while it didn't get allies. Let's quickly conquer Kong. We're finishing this up. Alright, screw it, let's go. Overextension. I think it will be almost 200 actually. We'll survive. Perfect. And I can't really stop the war, so let's start the Holy War on these guys right here too. Oh my god, it's going to be fun. So right now I'm just fighting rebels and hoping I will core everything in time. Oh my god, so many rebels, it's insane. It's literally insane. Well, logically. I sometimes forget how bad Overextension is. Don't worry, we're going to fight them. Alright, Fuel is also next. Let's take a look now. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's still really bad. We'll survive, don't worry. Alright, we are under 100 Overextension. And we need to peace out yet another few nations. Oh god, it's terrible. Right, I must peace out those nations before I get like 20 war exhaustion. I must. By the way, how are our missions going? I mean, not really good. Alright, let's start slowly peacing out. Slowly. There is no rush. Because I'm not sure what's worse, 20 war exhaustion or like 100 overextension. Both are terrible. Again, we are over 100, so doesn't matter. Let's just peace out as is. Alright, here we go. It's done. We're destroying our overextension. We're absolutely destroying our country. God. Oh my god. Oh, alright. We'll see. Oh my god, there is so many forts. Oh god. Okay, let's delete some of the forts. I don't need that much. Thank you so much. And just so my vassals don't abandon me, I'll also declare like this. Vessels feel safe. I'm surprised why. I really am surprised. Oh my god. I just summoned them to slaughter. 204 overextension. Let's go. Let's just go. Oh my god. That's terrible. Oh god, it's bad. It's so bad. Oh my god. Look at this. Literally every province has a rebel. Each of those provinces has at least one rebel. Oh my god. They're multiplying. They're breeding. Look at this. Oh my god. Alright, we're still alive somehow. Somehow we're still alive. Yeah, we do have some small problems with the economy. Some tiny problems. But it's fine. Tiny problems. I get flashbacks from like when I first discovered that you can conquer West Africa in like, one war. Yeah, you can conquer West Africa in one war. You shouldn't though. You shouldn't. By the way, you can finish armies of Iberia, which I will do probably. And Spanish Armada, which I won't right now, because I need to wait until England becomes Anglican or Protestant. Then we would get some PU. And I mean, I'm really not in condition to fight England right now. Like, really not in condition. That. Oh my god. Quite literally insane. Because I will miss EU4 rebels. I will miss this. EU5 rebels are a little bit different than this. I'm not sure if it's even great or not. Not sure at all. Alright, we survived. Somewhat. relatively. Hooray! Less than 100 overextension, let's go. Let's go. Alright, let's slowly piece out countries one by one. Let's not trigger overextension. Alright, 94%. Perfect. Alright, we can also conquer Borno. That's perfect. By the way, we can get a PUCB on England, which I need more heavy ships, and I will be able to. Yeah, I would definitely need to recover after this. Pretty much insane. Alright, let's piece out Casino. Enough? Yeah, we're exactly at 100 overextension, which is good. Awesome! Castile now owns all of West Africa. That's great. That's terrific. Alright, our state of loans is pretty bad. Let's see if I can fix that up. Some state loans. I did ruin my country a little. Should reduce the amount of forts. I think we don't need really forts in Africa, maybe except for one in Timbuktu to protect our mainland. Install one fort here. Should be good enough. Also, missionaries are very expensive. I think we should declare on Yao or Benin. Yeah, let's do it. Just so our vessels help us out. That's pretty much the whole reason. So we could actually finish Spanish Armada right now, because England is Anglican. But I can't really, because I won't be able to conquer it. I just won't. It's too powerful right now. I mean, we could try, but the chance is pretty low right now. I need more preparation time and fix my economy. Benin, my friend, let's take you. Alright, yo, my friend. Yeah, we can do it. Perfect. Alright, all of West Africa is ours. Finally. Okay, Ottomans created Elat in Messier. Pretty cool. I also grant nobility integration policy to integrate Aragon faster. And I will continue converting provinces to Castilian. Except for Mossi ones, that's pretty important. Anything but Mossi. And oh my god, Castilian already looks great, look at this. It looks great. So right now I'm just cleaning up our country and trying to culture convert some provinces. Our goal is to culture convert everything to Castilian. Also can already make some trade companies in Morocco. Because it's already converted to Catholic, right? I can add it's Castilian too, so no need to sweat about it. By the way, we can get impressed the counter reformation for +2 missionaries. And let's click some stuff right here. Now we can do some ethnic cleansing more efficiently. Alright, so Ethiopia is still alive somehow, and that means it's better to declare it right now before it was conquered by Ottomans. It's kind of insane how much missionaries cost to me. But on the other hand, they work very well. Look at this. Almost all Africa is Catholic right now. And let's continue our endeavor. Obviously, I won't touch Mossi culture. Bozo I can, Mossi I can't. Let's take a look at our culture right now. It's not bad. It's not bad. Look at this. Let's conquer Ethiopia. Now our borders are pretty beautiful. I love it. By the way, we can royal marry and try to ally Russia. I know it's usually useless ally, but we can try. We can try. And I wanted to ally Hungary. So essentially I'm just adding states with a center of trade to trade company. That should be enough to get some merchants. Almost. Oh yeah, here we go. One more. Alright, so I think what I'll do right now is already integrated Aragon. That should be good enough. Although I need a little bit more of diplomatic power. Alright, so I promoted Mossi culture. It's right here. It's basically one state. Yeah, it's not good, but anyway. And now we just need to culture shift. How do we culture shift to Mossi culture? That's a good question. We'll try. Most likely I would need to state everything, like literally everything. Alright, let's try to form Mossi. It's not going to be easy. Essentially what I need to do is I need to unstate all provinces except for Upper Volta. So this state right here. Is it going to be painful? Yes, it is going to be painful. It's going to be very painful. So that's why I saved up some ducats. We'll survive for some time. I'm not sure, maybe I would even need to move my capital or develop Mossi provinces. Most likely I would need to develop. Take a look now, 45%, 46%, still not good. Maybe let's exploit development a little bit right here. 47%. Alright, I waste my admin power. 49. Oh my god, almost there. I just need 1 or 2 developments right here. And here we go. We can flip to Mossi culture. Yes, that's literally 1 state in the entire game. Well, actually, technically 2, but in this state there is only 1 province. So why is it important? Because let's flip to Mossi culture. We can unite the Mossi kingdoms and form Mossi. Now you might be thinking that I already completely went insane. Like, what's the relationship between Mossi and Spain? But if you haven't noticed, I very subtly focused my game on this moment. Like, all of my idea choices, all of my colonization choices, they were focused on becoming Mossi. Why is being Mossi important? Because it has a very interesting mechanic that encourages you to get rid of other cultures. Yes, in a literal way, like just get rid of other cultures. Alright, one last thing. Before forming Mossi, we must finish Spanish Armada to get PUCB on England. That's the last PU from Spanish Mission 3, and that's very important to make sure we don't forget about it. So, now we can form Mossi. We won't change our ideas because Mossi ideas suck. Castilian ideas are much better. Alright, so let's just click some missions. To be honest, they're pretty useless. They give us some claims on areas we already conquered. -10 core creation cost, actually. Some pleasant bonuses, but nothing that much. So, Mossi. So, for now, I will just state all provinces back, especially the Spanish ones. Most likely, I will just wait for one event and we would flip back to Castilian culture. So, Mossi Confederal Kingdom. So, this is very, very unique government reform. I'm sure you have no clue what this is, but it's really cool. Let's just take it. I think it doesn't transfer between nations. I think it doesn't. But anyway. So, it has some very cool abilities at which we will take a look a little bit later. Right now, let's switch back to Castilian. Alright, the abilities still work, mind you, that's very important, the abilities still work. Now we just need to take some provinces. I will most likely state ones with gold mines. Wait, where is our capital? Is it still in Holland? Yes, it is. Perfect. Right, I think we are already at our capacity. Alright, we've got our income back. So, first of all, we can finish the Kingdom Confederacy, and technically we can finish this one too. It's going to upgrade our kingdom. So, what I will do right now, I just want to take a look at those decisions, right? Their bonuses depend on the amount of Castilian provinces. Right now we have a lot of Castilian provinces. So it's kind of difficult to show you. What's going to happen right now is that I will just like disconnect for a few decades. And I will convert as many provinces to Castilian as possible. Also I kind of want to test it. I'm not sure it will work. Let's see if we can form Spain and if Mossi Confederal Kingdom will remain. No, it won't. So once you form another nation, you are no longer eligible for the reform. Anyway, I'll just save scam and return. Also, by the way, yes, Mossi Confederal Kingdom has tribal abilities, which is also pretty cool. And by the way, I think I should just show you once again the cost for culture converting. Like, why is it so cheap, or relatively speaking? So, actually, one second. Is there religious culture still granted? Yes, there is. So the price right now is modified by 75%, which is actually... Yeah, no, minus 80%, which is almost the cap for culture conversion cost. I'll double check, maybe there is one more way to increase it, but generally that's the idea. So, full influence, full religious, take culture unity policy, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So, religious and influence. And centralized monarchical bureaucracy, and religious culture. I think actually religious culture doesn't work on Iberian provinces, so that's why they're pretty expensive. Yeah, so provinces like, say, Militia is Algerian, and it's very cheap because it also has heretic bonus culture. Anyway, yeah, so essentially we are at minus 90% or so. Now my goal is to culture convert as much provinces as I can. I don't remember if the development of province matters for our abilities. The only thing I know is that the amount of provinces do matter. Alright, our culture change is going successfully. We are eliminating all African cultures right now. And French culture. I love to get rid of French culture. I think we already converted most of Africa to Castilian. Let's take a look. Oh my god, literally most of Africa is Castilian now. Oh my god, what have I done? And there is still some separatism, I think, so some provinces are unavailable to be converted. To be honest, converting Aragonese provinces is really expensive, because it's Iberian culture, so it doesn't get as much of culture conversion cost reduction. Alright, so now what's going to happen is most likely I'm going to declare on Great Britain, that's correct. Restoration of Union, while we still can. Alright, while we are navally invading Great Britain, we already almost eliminated all West African cultures. And all Dutch cultures too. Den Haag for 16 diplomatic mana, anyone? Alright, London is siege town, that's just perfect. So, let's take a look at our cultures. How's it going? There's still a little bit of progress to be made. Let's run England for now. Don't worry about Manpower, I want to check out if it will work or how effective that would really be. So there is a reason why I'm talking about Mossi again. In theory, this strat should be much more powerful than the usual one. Alright, I'm successfully fending off Great Britain right now. Note that our manpower is pretty bad right now. I'm not really sure if it will be in time. I wanted to convert everything, but maybe I would need to declare yet another war later. You know what, screw it. Let's take a look. Do we have... Yeah, let's wait just one more year or we'll finish up some conversions. Oh my god, England is destroying our ships. Pretty bad. Alright, let's do it right now. Let's gather the armies. We lose 20 legitimacy, but take a look here. It's the unique ability of Mossi Confederal Kingdom. If you're at war, have 20 legitimacy, 1 stability, you can gather the armies, which results into a gain of 1000 manpower per base manpower of Castilian provinces. So all provinces we converted, right? Almost all Africa, alright? And it's modified by manpower modifiers. So plus 33% manpower modifier does apply here. And we also have a military advisor, which gives us more manpower. So let's gather the armies and check out how it will be. It will take around a year or so. Oh, wow. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That's even better than I thought it would be. 650,000 manpower. 650,000 manpower. 650,000. that can be repeated every 20 years. So the trick here is destroying other cultures. The more cultures you destroy, the more manpower you get. And that's without destroying French cultures or like Dutch cultures. That's just like generally. The more you convert provinces, the better it is. And we've got 650,000 manpower. God, it's glorious. So that's why I took influence, that's why I took religious. That's why I stacked culture cohesion cost modifiers. Do I even have provinces to show again? Anyway, so it's pretty easy to do. Castile is pretty good nation for this because it's religious oriented. It's near Africa, which is pretty important. Wait, Alright, it's converting. Anyway, the only downside is that it kind of need to be at war, but I mean that's fine. Let's have union with Great Britain to survive this. God. Maybe let's try to. So yeah, essentially we're already #1 great power. It was a chill run, by the way. It was very chill. #1 great power. We can get literally unlimited manpower. Quite literally, I don't even know how you can spend so much manpower. You can repeat this action every 20 years. And we also can get, by the way, infinite tribal allegiance, because it also scales with amount of provinces. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. So essentially, that's the only nation in the EU4 that encourages you to get rid of other cultures, which I think is pretty fun. Anyway, I hope you loved this video. If you liked it, please like it and subscribe to my channel. Have a good day.